Tiff, weren't you listening? We're just testing out the names. We're testing it. We're going to test the names. Starting with SpeakEAsy.
Help is in the house.
All right, I got my ears in. We are ready to get this underway or overway.
Either one works. Either one.
Either one will do it.
Mm-hmm. Either one.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, wait. Oh. Hey. I'm over here hitting wrong buttons for things. All right, got that ready. Take this out so I can get this ready to upload. Texas Soccer Mom said they're not as bloodthirsty as us.
No one's as bloodthirsty as Texas Soccer Mom.
Definitely not.
Sounds like a savage.
Other than drunk UFC fans, no one is as bloodthirsty as Texas Soccer Mom. All right, beta episode, SpeakEAsy Sports. We are about to begin. I feel like I should use different theme music for fucking. Should we use the old Faithful?
Sure.
Oh,
that's not it. There we
go. That's got a SpeakEAsy vibe to it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. That's very SpeakEAsy. It's Peter Griffin singing it.
Right.
I just picture when you do that, him standing at the frying machine in the Burger King.
Right.
Ding, fries are done.
Oh, man.
Dang, fries are done. Dang, fries are done.
Just popped right into my head.
Right.
Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this test episode of SpeakEAsy Sportscast. The best damn sports show in my duplex.
Sure is.
100%. Hands down.
Yeah.
My hands ain't up. They're down.
Yeah, they are.
They're down.
Mm-hmm.
I am your curator, Mr. Tiger Adinaldo.
Yeah.
And with me are the hosts of the show. First off, we have the one and only, the cooking one himself. The purveyor. Is that a word, purveyor?
I think the purveyor.
The purveyor of private jets. The hobnobber to the athletes himself.
Yeah.
Our man on the inside, our VIP on the inside, Mr. Kameron DiPrinzio. How are you, sir?
Doing good. It's great to be back.
Oh, man. It's been over a year, I feel like.
It's been quite a while.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
It has been a while.
And as you can see, sitting right next to him is our favorite Goomba. He's my friend and yours. He's the greatest co-host of all time. No, you know what? I can't say that. The greatest other host for this show of all time. The one and only Mr. Pun Fu Panda. Pun, how are you?
I'm still good.
As if something changed in the past like 2.5
Still good.
hours.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my God, that is so fucking funny. Like everybody, we just saw this motherfucker a few minutes ago.
Nice to have the squad back together.
Yeah, the squad. You know what? I'm gonna give that a round of applause that the squad is back together. So as y'all know, I don't know much about sports, so most of the talking on this show will be the PK, the KP, Pun and Cam, the Cam and Pun. However, which way you want to slice it depends on the week. Depends on the week. Since they have all the knowledge. What happened? Tiff said, "I want the dirty shit
Not
that's
that.
going on in the sports and trashy shit
second
that
one.
athletes do." Tiff said, "Oh, he fine." Oh man, listen, we've talked about Cam so many times on here.
We have.
And people haven't seen him. Cam is a handsome fucking guy.
Yes.
I don't
Like
have hair anymore.
people don't realize that Cam is handsome as fuck. Like look at that face, man. That dude is just
Right.
That dude, that is a man for the people right there, or for the ladies.
One lady.
Well, not anymore.
One lady.
Yeah, one lady now.
Yeah.
one lady.
One
now,
lady.
Since he wants to be all married and whatnot.
Sorry, 2 ladies. I have 2 ladies in my life besides my mother and sister.
Yep.
2 of them, just 2.
2 ladies.
Okay.
One stands a mere 3'1", and the other
Is a diva.
Yo, 100%. Well, I mean, she comes from a line of divas. I mean, look at this guy right here. Look at that dude.
I mean,
look at that
I
guy.
had some hair.
Yeah.
Way back.
Look at that. He had the chin.
right?
Hair.
Pre-beard.
Yeah.
Free beard.
Man, you can't
Baby faced.
can't tell him shit, bro. You still look like that.
Yeah, just I got some facial hair.
The only thing you
glasses,
gained a little bit of like weight in the face.
If
area.
I take off the glasses, it's the same, just with some facial hair.
Pretty much.
That's all it is.
Pretty much. It's not much of a difference. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, man, we got ourselves a show. There's a lot to unpack. There's like a lot to talk about. Hold on, let me get this screen out of the way. There we go. Yeah, there's a whole lot to talk about other than Cam's old fine ass. Also, shout out to everybody that decided to join us again for the SpeakEAsy Sports cast. My sister is back in here.
What up, Liz?
What up, Liz?
Peppy No Neck is here.
What up, Pops?
Oh, Pep.
Short Julie is here.
Oh, what up? What up?
Yeah, we got ourselves some people. Mr. Reed is here. Hold on, let me see who else is up here on Facebook. Reed is here. Peppy No Neck, Liz. Oh, the homie Cody.
What up, Cody?
Cody Kenneth.
What up,
I
Cody?
saw Cody about 45 minutes ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Over on the Twitch sphere, we got Texas Soccer Mom.
Texas soccer. So she might know about some sports, right?
Oh, Texas Soccer Mom 100%
Yeah.
knows about sports. Yeah,
Good.
she's a soccer
Good.
mom.
great.
Tiff is here.
What up, Tiff?
Tiff probably knows about sports as well. Sport ball. Who else is in Twitch? Is there anybody else in the Twitch sphere? I don't think so. All right. Let's get this underway.
Let's do it.
How about them damn Browns?
How about them Browns?
How about them Browns?
How about them Browns, man? So let me ask y'all this. Like I said, y'all are going to be doing most of the discussing, but that first week was a little weird. It was a dogfight, but it was a little weird. Do you think people were kind of put off by that first week, or do you think that they saw the potential that first week? Like, we're going to talk about it week-to-week basis. Like,
Yeah,
what were your
for sure.
thoughts coming out of that first game?
Yeah.
Like, what was going through your head coming out of that first game?
The first half. Well, it was a tale of two halves.
Okay.
So the first half,
They were fucking giving them the business.
I think, and even now with the way they're playing, because I don't think the Chiefs are going to be like that all year. I think the Chiefs know that if they see us again, which would be the playoffs,
right,
that they're in for a world of hurt.
Okay.
Because they didn't beat us.
We beat ourselves.
And I know that seems weird to say because we did lose the game, but they didn't do anything that we couldn't have taken care of. It's just the old Browns showed up at the worst possible time.
I saw a post that said that the Chiefs are one punt,
One botch punt.
One botch punt
away from being
one botch punt. That's it.
Yeah.
One botch punt.
I mean, we didn't play great in the second half.
Yeah. So we scored what?
But
our first three.
We
scored on our first three possessions, and then
we
the
played,
second six we only scored twice.
Right. We played like shit for about 2 minutes in that second half.
Yeah.
Had a blown coverage. They gave a touchdown, and then that botch punt. But I think Punt's right. I think you see Kansas City in the playoffs. It's going to be a major dogfight because the Browns obviously will get better as the season goes along. And once we get everybody healthy, I think everybody saw the potential, including, the outside world, the NFL, like, oh, fuck. Like, last year, okay, you know what? The Browns made a statement. Can they back it up? Can they, this year will be the year. Are they for real, or was last year kind of just a fluke? And I think going into Kansas City and playing the way they did, minus a minute and 48 seconds of that entire game, they put the NFL on notice, like, hey, listen, this is for real now. For going forward, like, there are 4 or 5 legitimate teams who can make the Super Bowl, and the Browns are in that conversation every week.
Yeah.
They're one of the top 5 teams in that discussion every week.
That's such a... How does that feel? Because that's only been, the past
year.
Yeah.
Literally. Well, since they've been back.
I mean, I would say, including this one, the past 2 seasons, that they're in the discussion like that. And really it came from, it kind of started maybe a little ways into last season. Like right out the gate, it wasn't the topic of, but it was kind of like maybe.
Honestly, it was since when OBJ got hurt.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
because everything just kind of clicked at that time, which would have clicked if he wouldn't have got hurt.
Right.
People
right.
forget there was no preseason last year. So you had the youngest team in the NFL with a new coach, a new system who couldn't practice in person. Everything was over Zoom. Look, Zoom's great for a lot of things, not for practicing football.
I don't know.
Really quick. Andrew Mintz is in the chat. He said,
what up?
I'm in the YouTube chat because I called someone a bad name on Facebook and got locked out.
Good for you, Andrew.
Andrew, you're not talking about in the Facebook chat. You're talking about like on your Facebook. Like on your Facebook page. Probably on his page.
Yeah.
I was about to say, because there ain't nobody in our chat will get upset about it.
Right? No.
No, hell no.
So halfway through last season, or maybe a quarter of the way into last season.
Like 7
Week
games.
7.
Yeah. But I feel like it was even just, somebody on the outside looking in. I feel like the talk of playoffs and even Super Bowl didn't really start till midway through the season.
Oh, yeah,
when
because,
they were, like,
once they
when were
consistently
winning
started. Once they consistently started winning. Yeah.
Going in now we're into week 2.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously we're in week 3, going on week 4.
No,
but as far as
from
our
week to week,
timeline, so going into week 2,
Yep.
what's the mentality going into that? Coming off a loss.
So it kind of changed because it was like, all right, well, not changed. It should, we're playing Houston. We should
beat them.
beat them.
We're the better team. We're at home. We need to go out and beat them.
Yeah. And then we continue to play like the Browns of the second half of the Chiefs game. And it was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you can't, even with the loss against the Chiefs, you still let people know, hey,
yeah, you still gotta.
it's week 1. They got us. We fucked up a few times, but we'll be all right.
Yeah.
But then you follow it up with that god-awful performance, even though you won against an awful Houston Texans team.
Are they not great?
Yeah, and it kind of set you back. And it was like,
oh, the Texans are in Houston.
yeah, Houston Texans, yeah.
Okay.
And it was like,
Texas soccer mom is in Dallas, so
yeah, okay.
we can talk about the Texans. I don't think she's a fan.
I was going to say.
Texas, are you a fan of the Texans or the Cowboys or either? Do you watch American football?
So it was just like watching that game. Yeah, we won, so it was like
she said you could talk about whatever.
So it was like, yeah, that's cool. We won, but you barely beat the Texans.
Yeah.
And they're not as good as you.
So the Texans aren't a good team right now.
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, okay, so they play, obviously they're in the NFL, so they're good football players. But they don't have the team that should have competed with us.
No. Okay.
They don't have that game should not have been that close. I know it's football. I know the whole any given Sunday thing, but when you're a team like the Browns trying to go forward, you can't play like that against the Texans.
No, not at
all. But you still won.
So you won. So I mean,
at the end of the day, the main goal is to get the W.
Yeah, as they say, a win's a win.
Yeah.
Right.
So now we just came out. We just left Texas.
Yep.
That was a home game, right?
That
was home game.
Home game.
Or was that away?
No,
that a home
was a
game?
home game.
All right. So we just left Texas.
Yep.
We beat them at home. Looked not amazing doing it, but we beat.
Yep.
Now we're heading into week 3.
Yes.
And we're playing against Chicago.
Yes.
The Bears.
Look at me sounding like I'm.
Look at you.
Look at me.
Look at you.
Blow it up for myself. Look at me sounding like I know some shit.
Right.
So we're heading into play Chicago. Actually, they're coming to us. That was a home game, right? So Chicago's coming here. What did at the time? What did we know about Chicago? Didn't they have like a decent defense?
They had a good defense.
Okay, but they're starting a rookie quarterback.
Yes, who this state has known for the last 2 years, and
3 years.
we're fans of. So
yeah, because he was good at Ohio State, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So that was another game where
Soccer Bob said Tigers all professional. And stuff.
So the Bears game kind of went how that game should have went. It was a feel-good game.
Yeah.
So you lost the game you should have won against the Chiefs, but you let people know, like, hey, this is the new Browns.
Hold that thought for a second.
Yeah.
Backtrack real quick. Texas Soccer Mom said the Texans had JJ. He left, so man, he was what kept them going for years.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Do you
Pretty much.
y'all agree with that?
100% agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, Texas,
So him and
Texas, you know your stuff, girl.
him and
you know your
Deshaun
stuff.
Watson. Him and Deshaun Watson kind of.
So that's what kept it together for them.
Deshaun Watson's still on the team, but he's not playing.
Also, really quick, let me ask you this. Let me backtrack to week 1.
Yeah.
Do you think that I can't think of our running back's name.
Nick Chubb?
No,
Or
Kareem.
Hunt? Yeah.
You think Kareem was playing with a chip on his shoulder?
Yeah.
Every time we play the Chiefs, he's got a chip on his shoulder. You can tell.
Because he was kind of running him fucking.
Oh, he played like a mad dog.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Peppy no next said, pun, let Cam talk.
You ain't talking.
It's no.
If I don't talk right now, there's going to be nothing.
Oh, man.
Until he gets up to speed.
No, we good.
He's talking.
We good.
No, I know.
He's talking. He's talking. Okay, so now we're heading to play the Bears.
Yep.
They got a rookie quarterback who didn't look great.
Yeah,
But
he didn't.
He didn't, but
But I don't think that was more him.
I was about to say, how much of that is him? How much of that loss is him, and how much of it is their offensive line? And also, how much of it is our defense?
So,
because there was what?
It's actually none of those.
9
things.
sacks?
Nine and a
in
half.
that game?
Yeah, 9.5.
Jesus.
So,
Wait, how do you get 9.5 sacks?
oh no, they had 9. Miles
We had
Garrett
9.
had 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about
Well,
to
you
say.
get a half if you sack him with somebody.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, there's a half sack. You ran past him and he tripped. Or
No,
you were like, boo. He
yeah.
was like,
Miles Garrett had 4.5
yeah,
himself.
yeah. Okay.
But the team had 9. Yeah.
9. Okay.
Yeah.
So then what was it then?
That was the coaching staff.
Really?
Okay, so it was kind of like what Kevin Stefanski did with Baker Mayfield last year.
Texas Soccer Mom said even I knew that one. Hold on.
So-
Really quick. Let me touch on this. Listen here, Texas. He said there was 9.5 sacks total for the team.
Yeah.
And I was asking, how do you have a half a sack
For the team.
for the team?
Yeah, not a player. For a
Player,
team.
I understand the player.
Yeah.
But for the team,
Yeah.
and really quick, Adam said 90% his coach, 10% the Browns
For sure.
defense.
Mm-hmm.
All right, please continue.
So
Love you too, Texas.
what Stefanski did with Kevin Stefanski did with Baker Mayfield last year when he was the coach for the first time, he made stuff easy for Baker Mayfield because again, COVID, you couldn't practice in person,
Right.
so you couldn't get stuff down with the team. So for those first 4 or 5 weeks when people said, "Oh, Odell Beckham Jr. got hurt, we're good now," that was going to happen regardless if he got hurt or not.
Right.
Okay.
It just was going to take like 6-7
It's gonna take some
weeks for
time.
the team to gel.
Right.
Right.
They haven't played on the field together.
Right.
And you were learning a new offense, a new system, a new everything, new players that you'd never played with before. So you had to like get how they play.
Right.
So what happened after week 7 with the Browns last year was going to happen regardless.
They were
So-
becoming a team.
They were becoming
Yeah.
a team. And Stefanski did that. He made it as easy as possible for his young quarterback
Right.
to play. Quick, easy throws, 2-step drops, get the ball out, not too much thinking.
I don't know what none of that is.
So,
Please
like-
continue.
Yeah, so it's just like the quick throws instead of
All that professionalism
Yeah.
Texas was talking about just went out the door.
So instead of you see a quarterback sit there for like 5 seconds and like throw down the field real far.
Okay.
That's good if you have a team now like the Browns with the offensive line.
Right.
Right.
Or if you have a veteran quarterback who knows the ins and outs.
So then that's not what you want to do.
Not
So
when you have a
whenever-
rookie quarterback. No,
So
you don't.
whenever I see a quarterback that's kind of taking their time and that's not the plan.
Well,
It's usually
not
to-
if you're-
It's usually to get it done.
If you're a rookie quarterback like Justin Fields was,
Yeah.
or second year like or third year like Baker Mayfield was last year,
Uh-huh.
with Stefanski, who technically they were a rookie with each other. They never
Because he
never
been a head
coached
coach
Baker,
before.
and Baker never played for him before.
Right.
You want to, until that quarterback gets used to the system, in Justin Fields' case, used to the NFL,
Right.
you want it as easy as possible for him.
Right.
And even with the offensive line of the Bears, it's good, but it's not great or even really good.
Relatively good
It's
at all.
decent, I guess. Maybe not.
It's
even.
an offensive line, and that's
Yeah.
about it. That's
That's
about
about
the
it.
extent you can go.
Yeah.
They're offensive
okay.
linemen, but that's
Yeah.
about as far as you're going to go.
So Stefanski did that. Hey, what are you good at? So you get quick, easy throws, let your players do the work, your speedsters, your playmakers,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just, as the weeks go on, you add a little more. As that quarterback gets used to the game, you add a little more stuff to his plate.
Okay.
Then the passes get longer, the protection gets longer, the quarterback takes longer steps, And then eventually you play like a veteran quarterback.
Right. But when
Nagy
have
didn't do
have
anything
rookie,
of that for Justin Fields.
No.
Because the first 2 weeks he had Andy Dalton, who was a veteran quarterback in the NFL.
So his game plan was completely different for the first 2 weeks.
And I think what it seemed like,
what happened to Dalton?
he got hurt.
He got hurt.
Oh, okay.
So
See,
then-
I was wondering why this
so
rookie
he got
was
hurt.
in there.
He got hurt.
Okay.
And instead of, here's the caveat, instead of, hey, all right, we don't think Justin Fields is ready yet. We know he's our future. If we put him now, he's potentially going to get his ass kicked and hurt.
Oh, Bobo's here really quick. Shout out to That's So Bobo. What up, homie? He lives in Ohio as well.
He does.
Nice.
Yeah.
So if that happens, then our future is completely fucked because we just got our future franchise quarterback hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to the third string quarterback who just so happened to win a Super Bowl a few years ago,
Right. Nick Foles.
Nick Foles.
Oh,
Yeah.
Philly.
So instead of doing that, what the Bears did was, let's put our future franchise quarterback in harm's way, but let's not change the game plan. Let's run Andy Dalton's game plan with Justin Fields. That's exactly what happened.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
See, I was wondering. So again, as just a layman, that was, obviously I was paying attention to the game.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, it seems like this dude is getting tackled a lot, and I never really see that happen that often.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It seemed like every other play,
Yeah.
there was somebody running down his back, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what is going on with the offensive line?
Yeah.
You know what
Which
I mean?
sucks for him because he's not used to that.
He's not.
Because playing 2 years at Ohio State, he had probably one, if not the best offensive line 2 years in a row. So he was used to getting the protection and this and that.
And in college, like
right, college is
Cam
different.
knows,
It's totally different.
your athleticism will get you way farther
Right.
in college than it will in the NFL.
It's a whole different fucking
NFL, you actually have to have skill
Right.
and know what you're doing.
Right. It's a different ballgame.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
it's
speed's different.
I feel like in college, like there's a team that is working.
Example, Johnny Manziel.
Yeah.
Fantastic
yeah,
in
for
college.
sure.
One of the
Example
greatest
1A.
college players ever
For sure.
in football. NFL complete trash.
Example 1A. Example 1A at this point, Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence was great at Clemson. He's been fucking garbage in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Is it to do with the long hair?
Yep.
Yes.
Looks like sunshine.
Yeah.
It's a totally different world in the NFL, just like going from high school to college. Okay.
Yeah.
Ohio State's got a quarterback on their team who was the number one overall player in the country
In high school.
in high school.
Soccer mom said, right? She said her husband says NFL is a technical.
Yeah.
Very much so.
It's a bunch of grown men.
Let me ask you
sense.
this. I feel like in college you have a team of people that work with the athletes as far as like athleticism and stuff like that. I feel like in the NFL, and this can go with almost any sport once you get to a certain level, as opposed to a team of people that are working with the athletes, they have that, but each athlete also has a team of people that is working with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like LeBron has a team
Yeah.
of people that they work with him.
Solely.
There's also
Yeah.
the team has their people, but it's like, I bring it back to MMA. Like in MMA, you go to a camp. There's a whole camp there that's working with you.
Yeah.
Take a fight. Once you get to the high levels, now you have a camp. You have a team of people that are concentrating on you.
Yeah.
Is that the same in the NFL? Like a lot of the, especially at these high profile positions, quarterbacks, running backs, like the big end defensive players, they have a team of people that concentrate on their athleticism as opposed to just, hey, this is the strength and conditioning coach and he takes care of all fucking 50 people that are on the college team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like you would have your own like personal stuff for like maybe like your physician or like your nutritionist, stuff like that. But like for the most part, you're doing the
You're on your
athletics
own.
part with the team.
Yeah. In college or NFL?
NFL.
In NFL,
Yeah, you're still doing it with the team. You might,
But
like,
you could, but at the point that you're in the NFL, you can afford to have your outside people that are helping
Oh,
you.
yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In college, you can't really afford that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have.
But like
your-
even in the NFL or like any professional sport, like LeBron, the only thing different he does from the team is the stuff with his body.
With his body.
Yeah,
when he's working out and practicing, he's
That's
with the
all
team.
team.
Yeah, like
I'm not. I'm not saying he's not.
Yeah.
I'm saying like as far as like your personal health, your personal athleticism, to take you to the next level. You have more people concentrating on you when you're a professional.
Oh yeah,
as you do when you're in college.
Yeah, because you have your own nutritionist.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You could and.
Like in college, you're kind of doing what everybody's doing. And there's not really a lot of outside. Yeah, you know what I mean. But then once you get to this level, if you're not doing that, what they're doing, people are just maybe a step above you. A step above you. Right. You know what I mean? Yep. And we kind of saw that. Last Sunday. But again, you said a lot of it was the coaching.
I don't think the coaching staff. Well, offensive coaching staff put Justin Fields in the best
position to try and
that he could have been in.
Not even win the game,
just play, stay alive,
just play the game.
Gus, what's up, man? All right, we just talking sports.
I mean, because let's be honest,
talking some sports. Really quick. Adam King said the NFL has grown men with non-guaranteed contracts required to feed their families. It's a whole different game. So meaning like the NFL, like people are probably pushing a little bit harder in the NFL because their contracts aren't guaranteed. Yeah, and this is how they feed their families.
And it's grown. Yeah, it's grown men.
You know what I mean? College, you're going to eat tomorrow. Yeah, it's a whole lunch program,
right? There's a whole lunch program for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
There's a whole, you gonna be all right. Especially if you're on a scholarship. There's a food program with the scholarship.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Exactly. You're gonna be good. Yeah, and now you could make money.
Yeah, right. I know people on the academic scholarship that are still they got the lunch program.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. If you got to worry about where that meal is coming from, you might be a tad bit hungrier. Yeah, might be a little extra step to take somebody's skull piece off. Also, the brisket is on its way, people. We will be having brisket on today's from Mabel's. Today's show is not sponsored by Mabel's, but we are having some brisket. Yeah.
And Adam King, yes, you were right, man. Nagy is booty juice.
He is.
100%.
Who's Nagy?
He's the head coach of the Bears.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gus asks, have you guys heard about the Niners?
I did.
And Brady news. What happened with that?
So his first choice was the Niners. Yeah. And the coach didn't want him.
Yeah.
Really?
Kyle Shanahan didn't want him.
Oh. So then he went to the Bucs.
Yep.
Wait.
And won a Super Bowl.
Tampa Bay and won a Super Bowl.
Now 49ers have Garoppolo and
Trey Lance, who are absolute trash. So good for you, Kyle.
Let me ask you this. Brady goes to
fucking decision.
Brady goes to 49ers. All right. Do they win a championship that year?
No, because they're if their defensive studs didn't get hurt, I would say maybe
they might have. Yeah. I mean, not that they would have.
They would have been playing. They would have been playing the Buccaneers in the NFC Championship game.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you think the Bucs were going either way?
Actually, no. If Brady's not on the Bucs, I don't think they make the NFC Championship game. Yeah. So the 49ers, if Brady's there last year and the defense didn't get hurt.
Because if Brady goes, Gronk is going.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Did I get that right? Gronk is there with him, right?
Yeah.
Because didn't Gronk retire?
He did.
And then when Brady went to the Bucs, he was like, all right, I'll go play with.
Yep.
Yeah. And then if Gronk is there, then don't they get, what's his name that's there now? Brown.
Antonio
Brown. Yeah.
I mean,
because I remember seeing him on the Breakfast Club talking about wanting to play with.
Yeah,
Brady.
so that's what I mean. If Brady goes to the 49ers last year,
it's a toss-up. Who knows?
There's a good chance they're at least in the NFC Championship game.
Giving a go to play in the Super Bowl.
They obviously did better. They would have did better than they did last season.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
That's pretty clear. Okay, so back to this Chicago Browns thing. 9 sacks.
9. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Seems like, was there any protection for this kid?
Not much.
No.
They had 47 total yards for the game. 47.
How did he not get hurt? Like, I'm kind of curious. Like, how did he?
I mean,
it's just being young and resilient.
I'll bet you Monday when he woke up, he did not feel great.
Yeah.
I can't guarantee that.
Well, he kind of did get hurt because now all 3 of the quarterbacks, they all have a chance to play on Sunday.
Right.
Because Dalton's still kind of dinged up with his knee.
Right.
Fields banged his hand up.
And Nick Foles. I don't. What the
And
fuck?
I don't know why Nick Foles isn't playing.
No idea.
I mean,
No clue.
like,
Really quick. Tiff said 3 hours.
Yeah, I was
G's.
just reading that.
She said,
How many sports?
"How many
t-shirts?
sports T-shirts or jerseys y'all got?" I got 2 brown shirts. That's it. How many? How many
I have
jerseys y'all got?
I've got a closet full at my house, and then I have a pipe, a water pipe in my parents' basement that has 4 or 5 bags of jerseys.
Wait. Okay. Back up a
hanging
second.
from it.
Hanging from it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
you stuff jerseys in a water pipe?
No, I mean, sure. Who knows? I mean, like I said, I've got a closet full of shirts
Damn,
between
a
Ohio
closet
State
full-
and the Browns.
Full of jerseys or just shirts and memorabilia?
Jerseys too.
What about you, Pun?
I got Yeah.
It's just it's ridiculous.
about the same.
And I got drawers that today I found 2 Ohio State shirts in a drawer I didn't even know I fucking had.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I tell people, you guys are sports guys.
I got-
That's why I don't really talk on this show. That's why I let y'all handle anything.
I have enough Buckeye T-shirts that I could probably wear a different one every day
Yeah.
for a month.
Andrew said I thought he meant bong. Andrew also said any halfway talented team gets Brady. They go to the Super Bowl.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
You agree with that?
100%.
This is last year. San Fran had a lot of injuries
Mhm.
that I think would have on defense that would have threw a monkey wrench into that
Okay.
because their defense was what got them to the Super Bowl
Yeah, 100%.
before against the Chiefs.
Hmm.
Wait, they played the Chiefs.
Yeah, they played
Yeah.
Chiefs. They
San
fucked
Francisco
up.
played the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Or?
Mhm.
Okay. So back to these Browns. So you said most of it was the coaching.
Mhm.
How did the Browns look?
The Browns looked. See this.
They didn't look great.
Like
They
if
really
you,
didn't.
if you
They didn't look good.
if you take the coaching out of it,
Mhm.
The Browns did not look good.
because I feel like a lot of
Baker
those
was
sacks.
off. Baker was off.
Yeah.
Okay, the defense looked.
Yeah.
It was the Bears, but
Mhm.
we'll go with this. The defense looked good. They have looked progressively better each week.
Yes,
Mhm.
We still have to get those ends to contain, and eventually.
but they did some of that.
They did some.
They did
so
that,
there's
which was good.
progress.
Clowney and Garrett did their job.
Really quick.
There's
Thank you,
progress.
Texas. I try. I try. Okay, please continue, sirs.
Yeah, I mean the defense looked good for 4 quarters. The offense, I mean Baker had throws that were
There were
all
a few
over the
rough runs in the
place. There was
first
some
half.
high ones, some ones that weren't
Okay.
even
Yeah.
close. But I mean the run game, Chubb was Chubb. Kareem Hunt was
A beast.
on another
Mhm.
level.
Odell looked
Odell
great.
looked good. He did. He looked good.
Now,
He's got a
did he look
feeling-
like he was a step behind, or did he look like
No.
normal Odell?
No,
No, he
looked
on the Browns. That game was the best he's looked,
right.
Really?
Yeah, he looked.
except
he looked good.
the Cowboys game
Except the
last year.
Dallas game
Yeah,
last year. But he did. He looked good.
yeah,
They don't know if he's going to play this weekend. He's got a nailing shoulder right now.
yeah.
Jeez, he just can't catch a break, huh?
But, I mean, we're Thursday. You've got Friday, Saturday
Yeah.
to get that cleared up. And
What's going on?
But
with,
truth be told, he shouldn't even be back for another 4 weeks.
Yeah.
really?
No.
Why not?
I mean, it's when you complete tear an ACL like that, that is a year of rehab,
Oh.
especially for an athlete.
Yeah.
Especially like if I go and tear my ACL, it might not take a year, but somebody of his stature or anybody's stature, it should be a year. He shouldn't have been back till week 7.
Especially with as much pressure as he's putting on it,
Yeah.
Right.
because with redirections and all that
Well,
stuff, man.
receivers. I mean, just anybody in the NFL doesn't matter. Linemen, running backs, wide receivers.
Yeah.
The amount of pressure that goes on your legs and knees.
Mhm.
And everybody could see when they play. You
Yeah.
could see their muscles. Me personally, I've seen, him in shorts. You see him in shorts online all the time. The dude's ripped.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but realistically, he should not have been back until week 7, and he's back 4 weeks early, and he looked really good.
Nice.
So, the Browns have not played a good complete game, and once they start to do that, look out.
What is the likelihood of them starting to click and put it together and start playing more complete games?
I think you might see.
Probably by.
Me personally, I think you're going to see it this weekend because they're going to Minnesota.
Yeah.
Stefanski coached in Minnesota for 14 years.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to prove a point that, hey, I left here to take a team that was down here to up here.
Okay.
So, I mean, I think this week's practice was a little different. You know, I just think the whole mentality going into Sunday's game is going to be a little different.
How's Minnesota looking so far?
They're fucking terrible. We should be able to beat them. Like, we should be able to go in there and beat them handily.
So if it's a close game, does that look bad on the Browns?
It's going to depend.
I mean, I know
on
the
how
nature
Browns
of
play.
football. Like,
Right.
close games happen, but
Like if Dalvin Cook plays for them, it could
If
be a different game.
And Dalvin Cook's expected to play.
Yeah. Who
But
is their starting running back?
he started running back. But the Browns have enough talent on this team that they should be able to go in there and they should be able to beat Minnesota by 2 touchdowns.
okay.
They should. Will that happen? I don't know. If Minnesota can't stop our run game, they're fucked.
Yeah.
And so far,
Don't the
over
Browns have
course-
some of the best running backs in the league?
Me personally, they have the best running back duo in NFL.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Chubb and Kareem have just been running all over everybody.
Well,
Wait,
before the incident,
those are the running backs, right?
yeah. Before the incident, Kareem Hunt was the best running back in the NFL.
Yeah.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. For the Chiefs. Well,
So then, I mean, what would change after the incident?
That's what I-
feel like
well-
he's still.
that's what well, he's not. He's sharing now.
Oh, okay.
So now look, we have 2 of the best running backs. I would say top 7 running backs in the league.
Gus said Kyle also blew it with Sherman. He may be a little washed, but compared to how many CBs we're getting, the deal would have been great for the team. Where did Sherman go somewhere?
He went
Went
to
to
Tampa.
Tampa.
Oh, he went to Tampa.
Yeah.
So he's playing with
He's playing
Yeah.
with all them fucking crazy defensive guys that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well,
If I'm not
which
mistaken.
well, he went to Tampa one because, like he said, it was the best contract he got,
Right.
and he's going to be starting because all their secondary people are hurt.
All right.
Oh.
So
So, I mean,
yeah,
it's
so it was so
a win-win for
it's
him.
a win-win.
Adam asked.
Yeah.
Adam said Vegas
Yeah.
has the Vikings favored.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably
And-
because
and,
they're at home.
they're
and the
home.
Browns played like ass last week.
yeah.
Tiff just asks, who do you think the best player on our team is?
That's a toss-up.
Well, I hope.
Hey Sam, what you got there? Come on over here. I'm gonna put the camera on them.
I
Who
hope.
do y'all think is the best player on the team?
I hope one day it's Baker,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I could say that yet.
I think at this present moment,
It's Myles Garrett.
it's between Myles
Or
Garrett
Nick Chubb.
and Kareem Hunt. It's like a 3-way.
Actually, I would
She brought
say
paper plates.
shit.
Let me,
Nice. Actually, I would say Chubb 1.
Can you give this to them?
I think it's Chubb 1
Hunt
and
2.
Hunt 1A. Like they're neck
Yeah,
and
1A, 1A, 1B.
Like, they're
Chubb and
neck-
Hunt.
Chubb one sounds like a rapper.
Yeah, right. Chubb 1. Until Myles Garrett plays like a defensive end, I can't say he's the best player on the team.
Okay.
I'll put you like this. The
'Cause
Browns have
A defensive end has more of a responsibility than just to sack the quarterback.
right.
So until he plays a complete defensive end game,
Mm-hmm.
I said players. We're naming players.
we are.
Oh, yeah, they're naming players. I said player, but they're naming
Yeah.
players. Oh, Jeff Tritt in the house. What up, man? How
What
are
up,
you?
what up?
How's it going? I'm assuming these are the
And
pickles.
there's numerous.
Oh yeah, these
Yeah.
pickles, man.
I mean, there's
So,
numerous players on this team.
Obviously, Baker's up there, Chubb's
Right.
up there, Hunt's up there, Garrett's up there,
Jarvis,
Jarvis,
Odell.
Odell.
I'll tell you right now, Schwartz and Donovan Peoples-Jones
Yep.
are under the radar, and they're 2 very good. Schwartz is probably one, if not the fastest guy on our team, and possibly in the NFL.
Actually, I just thought
Between
about
him
this.
and oh god,
Oh, jeez.
time out.
Actually, I just thought about this. This is a hot take.
Okay.
None of those players are the best players on the team.
Oh,
The offensive line. Because if the
Okay.
offensive line isn't doing what it's been doing, we're the old Browns.
yes. When they say Browns are going to Browns,
Yeah.
that's yeah.
So, yeah, I would obviously flashy Baker, Garrett, Chubb, Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. But
Oh, she's tossing. on the
hot
plate.
take, it would be the offensive line. Those are the best players on our team.
Isn't that some good brisket?
oh god,
Wait till you taste it, pun.
oh,
Anybody want some of the pickles?
I would love some.
Here, let me. I'll when she comes back, I'll
Yeah.
have her.
So that's
Miss Tiff, there are numerous players.
yeah,
on this
that
team
is.
that are,
But offensive line's definitely up there. Those guys, because if those guys aren't doing what they've been doing for the past 2
the
seasons,
Browns are back to the Browns.
yeah, Baker can't do anything. Chubb and Hunt can't run.
Now, here's the deal.
Yeah.
If you can't run in the NFL, you're going to be a mediocre team. Period.
And
There's no getting
But-
around
but-
it. You
but
have
the-
to be able to run in the
yeah,
NFL.
but the running
Have to.
are the backs, right? Obviously, the running backs are the ones
Yeah.
doing their thing when it comes to running.
And the offensive line.
Which is why I think sometimes Baker looks so good is because that run game.
Mm-hmm.
You get it running and going and going and going. Your play action pass is going to be dynamite. People are going to bite. You're going to have guys standing 20 yards apart just waiting for the football to fall in their hands.
Continue talking. I gotta adjust the TV in the other room.
But yeah, so
No.
I don't know if that helps Tiff, but
This is hell of a brisket.
there's a bunch of
Yeah, there's a bunch of good guys on this team. Probably the most talented team we've ever had.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, at
Well, I
some
mean,
point,
going
Baker's
back to the
going to have to
60s.
be the best player on
Right.
the team at some point.
Right.
But yeah, I mean,
minus going back to the 60s when we had Jim Brown and all that, or all those guys. This is probably the most talented team we've had.
I would. About the 80s.
I mean, yeah.
You had
names.
Kozar.
Yeah.
You know, all those guys who
Yeah.
came
Yeah.
one play short 3 times of making the Super Bowl.
Yeah. God. Let's not go there. I don't want to cry.
I don't know what I'm laughing at, but y'all were laughing, so I just kind of joined it. You ever do that? Like, you just walk in, some people
yeah.
are laughing, and you just join in with the laughing. Like,
Right.
you're like, I don't know what's happening, but
No matter. I'm going to laugh.
you're laughing, so I'm going to laugh.
Right.
So Tiff asks, so we have all these good players, but they just can't get their shit together to win. They've been winning, though.
Yeah.
But I feel like they've been, from what y'all are telling me,
this-
it's almost like they've been winning in spite of themselves.
This is a process, and that's what. Here's the problem with Cleveland fans. Okay, I'm a realist, and so is Pun. Now there are fans out there who want it right away. This is a process. It is not going to just happen right away. Okay, you got to remember, for the past 20
We're still
years,
the youngest team in the NFL.
that, and for the past 20 years, the Browns have had a different quarterback every fucking year. They've had fucking 13 or 14 head coaches. There's been no stability in this organization for 20 years. Look at the Patriots. Once they got their shit established, what did they do? Am I saying the Browns are going to be the Patriots? No. But you have to get some stability. Once your organization gets stability, you will see this team take off, and you're starting, okay? You're starting to see it very, very slowly. Are they going to fully take off this year? I don't know. My personal opinion. I think they could make the AFC Championship if they play the football they know how to. But I think, you got to take it in steps. And Cleveland fans don't like to take it in steps. They want it now and think, okay, we have all this talent. We should be in the fucking Super Bowl and win. It's not how it works.
Like I was saying before, like Zoom is awesome. Not for learning how to play football.
Not for, yeah.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah, definitely not.
yeah. So last year, you're still, even though it's this year and we were allowed to practice in person, you're still kind of figuring things out that you didn't figure out last year because of COVID
Right.
or
100%.
the germ.
100%.
We can say COVID on this one.
So it's like,
So wait, were they practicing over Zoom?
well, not, yeah, that's the only, well, before they actually got into like, what's it called? Fucking,
You all right over there, Cam?
Dropping my pickle.
Some
Ha.
good brisket, man.
training camp, until they got the training camp, all the other stuff they couldn't do. So usually before training camp, the guys have voluntary and involuntary workouts, meaning they
Right.
just get together and they kind of go over the playbook themselves. You have some workouts with the coaches, then you take a break, then you actually come back for training camp, and that's when you get going. Last year, you didn't have any of that.
Yeah, none.
Wait a minute. I just discovered something. Are you supposed to eat the pickles with the brisket?
I have no idea.
Oh, it's pretty good, though.
Because I
isn't it?
just could. Oh, you are? I didn't know that, and I just did it, and it's freaking delicious.
Pretty good, isn't it?
Also, shout out to Sam. Everybody in the chat should know
Shout
Sam.
out to Sam.
She provided us with some brisket from Mabel's. Delicious. Gus said, all right then, guys. Tiger, keep it going, bro. You're doing great. Not sure if you remember me, but I was friends with Pixel on Twitch and found you on here. Have a great night. Gus,
Thank you, sir.
thank you. I kind of do remember you. I feel like I do. I feel like I remember seeing your name. Tiff said, this candle and your soothing football talk is making this
She out of control
very
right now.
seductive.
She was out of fucking control.
Tiff is on one. Oh, man. So let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Predictions for the Vikings game.
Browns by 10.
Really?
Yeah.
The whole 10 points.
Baker played like shit last week. He did. He played like fucking garbage. He'll tell you.
Uh-huh.
He was
He
leading.
did.
He was leading the NFL in completion percentage going into last week's game, and he fucking 13 incompletions. Okay, I get it, but the Bears' defense is good. Some of those throws had nothing to do with their defense, though. Literally nothing. I mean, there wasn't a guy sometimes with 5-6 yards overthrowing to the left, right, whatever the case is. I think he comes out this week, plays a hell of a lot better game.
You think he,
That-
he
I
comes out
think-
with a chip on his shoulder?
100%. That instead listen.
I'll say 14.
They want to win this game for Stefanski
Browns
because
by 14?
he's going back to where he came from. So Browns are going to be playing with a little extra incentive because they want to win this game for their coach. And he wants to win too.
Yeah, so
Like I said, he wants to win.
it almost feels like, okay, so take the Chiefs game out because the Chiefs you were playing, I mean, that game you were playing, going all out to win.
Right.
I think the last 2 weeks, they were merely, again, this is a bad game to play, but I think they weren't doing everything
No.
because they didn't want the Vikings to see everything they could do.
They knew they
on
could win
offense.
those. They knew they could win those 2 games with
Okay.
mild.
So
Okay.
because it was Houston, which at the time was, you should run through them.
Let me ask you a question. Am I crazy or did Houston used to be called the Oilers?
They were.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Just
you're
making
not-
sure.
yeah.
Just making sure.
At least that's my thing. I think they were just doing like,
Doing what they had to just to win the game.
yeah, especially last week.
They're not showing all their cards.
Because some of those throws Baker makes with his eyes closed,
Dude, all day. All day.
and it just looked like he was
He was just
like amped up. You know what I mean? Like he was. So then, and I don't have no proof of that, but it just seemed like it. Knowing that they were playing the Vikings, I don't think they wanted to put a lot on tape for them to see.
Yeah.
Like I said, this week's game plan, I think, is going to be completely different from what we've seen from the Browns all year. And people are going to be like, what the fuck?
So you think they come out a lot hotter this time?
No,
And they did?
me personally, I think they come out like they did in the Chiefs game, and they
Yeah.
were on fire in the Chiefs game. They came out and smacked Kansas City in the mouth, and Kansas City had no fucking clue what to do or how to handle it. It really, honestly,
It took 3 mistakes by us.
It
for them to
reminded
beat us.
me of the Ohio State Clemson game last year, and actually back 2 years ago, and then last year, where Ohio State came out, they smacked Clemson in the face. Clemson didn't know how to handle it, and then Ohio, that 2 years ago, we won't get into that. We discussed that bad calls, shit like that. We've been through that, but last year,
I mean,
smacked him in the mouth, and
And
they
when
had
those-
were like fuck, And I think it was all off season, knowing as soon as the schedule got released and they saw they were playing Kansas City game 1, from the end of last season until that game, it was straight them. I don't give a fuck about any other game on the schedule, any other talk, nothing. It's straight them, and not that they'd figured Kansas City out, but I think they went in there and Kansas City got blindsided, and they were like, fuck, we can't just, be Kansas City, because go back to it, minus a minute and 48 seconds of that game, Kansas City's 0-3 and the Browns are 3-0. It happens.
Yeah.
You move on from it, and it was good to see them come out against Houston, and just move on from that. They lost the game. They know what they did wrong. The players, took it and said, "Hey, listen, I fucked up. It won't happen again," and they moved on.
Right.
Old Browns come out, they lose the Texans in Chicago, guaranteed. And they're 0-3, and people are going, "What the fuck? We need a new coach. We need a new quarterback," and that all comes back to our new head coach. Is just it's a different mindset. It's a different mentality. It's a completely
you don't get
different-
2 up, you don't get 2 down.
No,
you just stay.
You stay the course and stay even keel.
And every week you try to go 1-0.
Yep.
That's
100%.
literally their their mindset.
Week to week, just reset.
Yep.
Reset, figure it out. Tiff asked, what happened to the Redskins and Cowboys? Are they still teams? I haven't heard anything about them since
the
I was
Redskins are
young.
now the Washington
football team.
Yeah, they're the Washington football team. So that's probably why you haven't heard the Redskins in a while.
Yeah.
Because they're not called that.
The
Cowboys are
played Monday night, and they actually look halfway
Yeah,
decent
the
this
Cowboys
year.
actually look really good this year.
Didn't the Cowboys play,
They played Monday.
but didn't they play the Bucks, right?
Yeah,
not,
first
not
game.
too long ago.
Week 1.
First game.
Yeah.
First game.
That seemed
That
like
was a good game.
I
Great
keep
game.
seeing I keep seeing clips from it,
Mm-hmm.
like on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like random clips from it show up, and I don't see clips from any other game.
Oh, Dallas fucked up.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Dallas could have won that game easily.
Yeah.
What they do?
You gave the
We
GOAT
left too much time on a fucking
freaking,
clock.
what, a minute?
A minute and
Some seconds left?
14 or 15 seconds.
Can't leave Tom Brady that much time.
Listen, Tom Brady, there are three quarterbacks in the league. Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes. If you leave more than a minute on the clock, chances
fucked.
are you're going to lose the game.
Yeah.
Period. You can't leave that much time on the clock.
Exhibit A, or example, Aaron Rodgers this past, 2 weekends ago?
This past week.
This past week. No, two games ago.
No, it was Monday night. Who played Monday?
It was last week.
Was it last week?
So it was last week's game. The team that was playing Green Bay, I forgot who it was.
remember
Oh,
that
the
fight.
Lions.
Lions, Detroit.
They left freaking 37 seconds on the clock,
Yep.
Whoa!
and Aaron Rodgers, straight down, boom, game-winning field goal.
You can't.
37 seconds.
There's a clip of, I don't know, maybe it was Instagram. It was like,
Actually, it wasn't the Lions.
It was
I forgot who
cut.
It was.
it was cut. There were numerous posts, and the post was, you can't leave Aaron Rodgers this much time. One of them was 22 seconds. One of them was like 44, and the other one was a minute. And they ended up winning all those games.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So that's what I'm saying is you can't leave somebody like Tom Brady who has it figured out. Okay, he has it figured out. He's had it figured out. You
I
can't
mean, that dude's
leave
been
him
in the
that
league
much
for like
time.
what, 20 years?
Yes, exactly. 20
He's
years.
44.
He's been in the league for 20 years. He's got it figured out.
Yeah.
So, everybody or is Tampa Bay going to the Super Bowl? And I said this last year. As soon as Tom Brady figured it out in Tampa, it was a wrap for everybody else.
Really quick, Corey said, you guys keeping an eye on Lawrence versus Burrow? TNF?
Yeah.
Not at the moment. What's going on?
Trevor Lawrence was kicking Joe Burrow's ass at one point.
Let's find out.
Let's
See
see,
what's going on here.
Y'all do know y'all have a whole laptop right there. That's
It's tied at 14 in the third.
Oh, it's tied now.
Which is true.
They having some good sport ball hand egg. They're playing some good hand egg.
They are.
Oh, Kameron, I think your mom just liked the stream.
Mom's still up.
Linda is mom.
Wow.
Hello, Mom.
Mama McClellan's still up.
So is my wife. She's actually watching. Hello, lovely.
Wait, the wife's watching?
The wife is
Hi,
watching right
Hello,
there.
Kate.
I didn't see her on the. Let's.
Pooey must be in bed.
Also, did we shout everybody out? Shout out to Texas Soccer Mom. Also,
Yeah.
shout out to Tiffany. Shout out to Feldman. I like how he made his Twitch name Corey Feldman.
Right.
I love it, man. I love it. I love it. Everybody in the chat should know the story, the history behind that.
Yeah. Is there any
if-
more brisket left?
Yeah. Un momento. Let me see
Yeah.
if Sam can help us with that. I think she's on the phone.
Sweet tip the brisket.
No, that's fine.
is,
Yeah, I don't need it now. I was just going to probably.
It's whenever. Yeah. When
Take a couple
when she
pieces
gets
home.
done. Oh yeah, for sure.
It's one of the best briskets I've ever eaten.
Oh, yeah.
It's good, right?
Hands down.
It's-
The bark on this is fucking
It's the
phenomenal.
best brisket that I've ever had.
Oh my God.
It's also the first brisket that I've ever had. And the first time she brought it over, I was like, "What is this?" She's like, "It's brisket." I'm like, "I don't know what that is."
Dude, you
And
get
she
a
was
ring,
like,
you get a ring on there like that, like you know what you're doing.
"Yeah, yeah."
That's good.
I don't know what none of that means. I know it's
that's
delicious.
Will's ring. Oh, God. Will makes good brisket.
Does he?
Fabulous.
Does he? We might have to. Well, he's
Will
not-
makes good barbecue.
He's not.
anything.
He's not in the chat right now.
Right.
So, Tiff just asked, "How's the brisket? It looks bomb.
fabulous.
It's
It is.
delish.
Mhm.
Fabulous.
I was about to ask y'all something, and it completely slipped my mind what it was. I was literally about to ask y'all. How about a little bit of love for the freaking Browns kicker, huh? That dude didn't
Oh,
he
yeah.
kick a 57-yard field goal?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
weren't. So I remember hearing it because at one point I was listening, And I remember hearing, they're like, okay, he's going out there for a 57-yard field goal. And I'm like, that seems like a lot.
Oh, yeah.
That's what, 2 yards away from 60 yards, right?
3.
That's long.
3 yards away from 60 yards, right? And I'm like, and they're like, yeah, this is pretty, they were pretty much like, yeah, this is just, they're just hoping for something to happen or whatever. And this fucker puts it right between.
Fucking drilled it. Yep.
Which is good because over the course of the last year and a half, we have not exactly had the greatest kicker.
Yeah.
You know, it's been a rocky thing where we've gone for 2 because we don't trust our kicker to kick a 33.
That's
33 yard extra point.
That's terrible.
You know what I'm saying? Like
This dude's a stud. He just went out there, 57, whatever. Looks at it like, I can't imagine being able to do that. Because that's very far, right?
Oh, yeah. Well,
It's extremely far.
and the same day,
Speaking of far,
Justin Tucker, the best kicker ever, plays for the Ravens.
yeah, I would have to say.
66-yarder.
What?
Hit the crossbar
So, yeah.
and bounce forward.
So you know how usually it hits the crossbar and bounces out?
Yeah.
This hit the crossbar and bounced in.
Forward.
66-yard field goal
Crazy.
to win the game. It was a walk-off.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
No time left on the clock.
Yep.
Let me ask you this. When he kicked it, do you think which crossbar did it hit, left or right?
No, it hit the crossbar.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So
it
it
hit
was coming down.
Yeah.
And then,
Coming down.
okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Okay.
I was thinking, what are they called? The uprights or
The uprights.
the uprights. I don't know why I was thinking uprights. So man, 66.
Yeah.
So that was probably, if it hit the crossbar, that was probably
it hit dead middle in the crossbar.
It almost hit where the stanchion and the crossbar moved.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was probably almost the extent of his distance right there, huh?
Oh, that is the fullest
Yeah.
of the distance.
Because I mean, he's kicked.
Listen, Texas, I couldn't be professional the entire time. I couldn't seem like I knew what I was talking about the whole time. Something's got to give.
Something's got to give, right?
Something's got to give for those that are listening. Texas soccer mom just corrected me and said, uprights, man,
Yeah.
and crossbar.
Uprights, man.
She said, soccer lady knows this.
He's so like the thing with kickers, like they could drill 70-yarders in practice
All day.
or even in warm-ups.
70, 75 yards all day.
Really?
Because you have to think
All day.
they're the kickoff kickers too.
Oh, yeah.
So you're not taking as big of a run up as you do for kickoffs.
And that's why
But when you add the line pressure,
Right.
people running at you, it's different.
it's a whole different world.
The fact that this could win or lose the game.
And you're not kicking over anybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you're kicking over dudes who are like 6 foot trying to block.
6'3",
Yeah.
So
6'4",
that's why-
jumping to where you're now kicking over a guy who's extended 10 feet in the air.
So that's why like
That's
your longer
thoroughly-
field goals
thoroughly impressive.
could get harder.
Because on low field goals, being a person who kicked, longer distances, you have to drive the ball lower.
Yep.
You kicked?
Yeah, I used to be able to kick pretty well.
Okay.
I haven't kicked in a while. I probably still can, but yeah, but when you kick for like you're 30 yards out, yeah, you don't need to drive the ball low. You get air, it goes.
How much leadway did our kicker have when he made that 57-yarder? You think he could have kicked further?
Probably about 3 yards. I think he could have made
He
from
probably could have
60,
hit a
and
60.
that's probably what that was probably about it.
Yeah.
But, it's just it's a different, they all kick soccer style.
Yeah.
Okay, where some guys back in the day used to kick straight foot,
Yeah.
or head on, and me, I was a very unorthodox kicker. I used to kick with the front ball on top of my foot.
How the fuck did you do that?
I don't know, but I mean, I would go and put 50, 55, 57 yards. I can kick a 55-yard field goal.
Jesus Christ. Cam, what Cam?
But it's just
Cam can do everything. Cam can fucking pitch a fucking baseball. Cam can hit a baseball. He can fucking kick footballs. Fucking, he can model for Abercrombie and Finch.
I don't know about that.
He can create half of a beautiful daughter. Like, what can't you do, sir?
You got to say half because
Drives a Hellcat.
Katie would fight on that.
Are your shoes the same color as your Hellcat?
Yeah.
I'm here for it. I don't know why I'm laughing about it, but I'm here for it. I think I actually have those. What happened to the chair?
KD Weathermans?
I think I have those.
Yeah. It's the only pair of KD shoes I got.
I have about 5 pair of
sorry.
KDs that I was thinking about giving away because fuck KD.
I have 2. I have these and the Amp Pearls, but those are so hard to find. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know what? I'm going to keep these.
I
Fuck him,
I have a few pair, but yeah, fuck him. So
Yeah, I mean, back to
For no other reason other than he
Back
did
to-
some shady shit to beat LeBron when he was in Cleveland and whatever.
I mean, see, for that exact opposite reason, that's why I only have 3 pairs of my LeBrons.
Oh, dude,
I got rid of all the
you
other
got rid of
ones.
all the other ones?
Yeah.
Oh, I got rid of quite a few of my shoes.
Yeah.
I have 11 pairs. That's it. That's all I got
Whoa,
left.
that is not a lot, sir.
Nope.
Especially for someone like you.
Oh.
Is that fatherhood coming into play? Is that fatherhood?
No, it was just, I not one day, but progressively last year, I was just like, I'm not.
Texas soccer mom said the ball holder needs love too. Says,
All right.
Says her
You're
husband.
right. The holder.
He's important as well.
Well, here's the thing. Snapper, holder, kicker. It's a triangle. They all don't work at the same time. It ain't gonna work. You ain't gonna make field goal.
It's the trifecta.
It's a trifecta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But yes.
if you're a shit holder, the kicker can't really do much.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
If the snap is if the snap is shit,
Mm-hmm.
as we saw with the fucking botched
The
punt.
snap
Yeah.
is shit.
If the
It
snap
throws the
now,
timing off.
wait a minute, was that snap bad or was that the punter that?
No,
That was
because it bounced off his fingers. Right?
that was oh shit! I actually have to do my job,
Yeah.
and I
It
haven't
was,
done it all game.
that was
That's
the
what
first
that
punt
was.
of the game.
Yeah.
Not his fault. Not
No, it happens.
He
Just happened.
probably didn't get a chance to warm up.
right. It was
It's one of those things. It just happens.
It's like you're sitting there chilling,
right.
whole game. Like you were probably hype as fuck early. Like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm ready to do this.
Yeah.
Now we're at the end of the game.
Right.
You're over there. You're talking to the coach and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the fucking punter's name? Fucking
Jamie Gillen.
Jamie Gillen.
Gillen. Gillen's over there fucking drinking Gatorade.
Yeah,
and
right.
shit. His helmet's on a little thing on the back of the. There's somebody else sitting in front of his helmet and shit. Gillen, we need you. Wait, what? What? Who?
It happens.
Yeah.
I bet you. I guarantee you this ain't gonna happen for the rest of the year.
No. He's
Guaranteed.
probably.
No,
gonna be
yeah,
prepared.
yeah. That was
Guaranteed. But yeah, I mean, I got rid of. Real quick off subject, I got rid of some shoes. It was like I was sitting there and I was like, I don't wear those, and you get to a point where it was just like, on drop days, after you take so many L's, you just don't give a shit anymore. And I was like, you know what? I'm not wearing these. They're just sitting in the closet. And, I put a couple pairs up on Facebook Marketplace, and this one guy sent me a direct message saying, hey, I collect shoes. I've got 2,000 pairs of shoes. I collect them.
Jesus, 2,000.
Yeah, he's got a fucking room. And when I mean a room, I mean from like floor to ceiling. Yeah. Like just, he's got one pair that he keeps, and then, he wants to find alternate pairs that he can wear. And I just happen to be that guy. And, I sold them all but 11 pairs of shoes. And that's part of the reason why I have sitting out there is what I have sitting out there. But I'm like, what am I going to get more use out of having these shoes sit in the closet or driving that car?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And not that I didn't work hard because, over the course of those 2.5 years, I mean, you can ask Katie. I mean, you guys saw I was working like a madman because that was a goal. Like, listen, this is what I want.
You bust your ass.
When my lease is up on the Charger, I said, no,
Unlike
I'm going
old-
to get it.
Unlike old Vacation Capasso over there.
You
I'm
know?
joking. Just play. Yo, remember like, what was it? Probably like maybe 10 years ago. It seemed like Pun was always on vacation.
Oh, it was great. It was
Dude.
great.
I mean,
It seemed like every week it was when I was living at the gamer house.
Yeah, he was getting
Pun would
paid
just
for
pop up and I'm like, I thought you worked today. I'm on vacation right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. And then the next week we're heading to Florida. Wait, don't you have to work? I'm on vacation. I'm like, wait a minute. How much vacation time do you
Hey,
got?
man, you put in time, you get vacation.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, I mean, that was the basis of it. It was just like, you know what? They're sitting in the closet, and they're not doing me any good sitting there, and I can get a lot more use out of that.
Mhm.
And that's something
feel
that
it.
I've wanted since that car came out.
Yeah.
Like I told myself I know it's crazy. When I saw J.R. Smith drive away in his. And
J.R. Smith had one?
Yeah, he had a silver one, 2015, the first year they came out.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Fucking, he had one, and I was like, dude, I want one of these. Because they used to be called the SRT8. But they upgraded the engine. But that's a whole topic for
Texas Soccer
a
Mom
different
said
time.
car wins.
mhm.
Car
100%.
wins.
100%. So, I saw his, and I'm like, I want one of those one day. I'm going to snag
So you sold a lot of shoes, dude.
Yeah.
You probably damn near sold 100 pair of shoes.
I sold quite a pair of shoes.
How many pairs did you get rid of, Pine?
I think I'm down to 20. No, 15
15 pair total?
that I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut the hell
Just not. I don't know, man.
Just, like I said,
I'm just not into it no more.
I fell out of it.
Yeah. I'm not into only certain people could get shoes now.
Then that's what it is.
Yeah,
not into
I
it.
think that took a big toll.
That's a bit weird. That's a bit weird.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, these are shoes. These are sweet. These are something I've wanted. And it's like, I'm not going to sit there and wake up early. I'm not going to stop playing with the kids, to go get, because guess what's going to happen? I'm going to go in, I'm going to click, and it's going to come back and say, sorry, you didn't get it.
Yeah.
Well, no fucking shit, because there's 9,000 fucking bots that go in there.
Yeah.
Right.
Get multiple pairs, resell them for fucking 3 or 4 times what they cost. Well, I'm not paying $800 for shoes, period. End of story.
I'm kind of feeling that way with SBs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I went and rode a pair of Vans. Like, I haven't ridden Vans ever, really. I rode some Vans, and I'm like, these aren't bad. They're not bad to ride in.
Yeah.
And rather than trying to go crazy to get SBs to ride in, even just regular black and white SBs, like, it's like, okay,
you can't get them.
They slap a fucking name on them now and fucking sell them for like
$800-900 bucks. It's fucking ridiculous.
Like, I'm not with that. I'm not with that. Tiff said it's pointless to have all that money sitting on the shelf. Okay, Tiff, let's not get carried away because I still have.
Listen, I kept the shoes. I kept the shoes that I wanted to keep.
Yep. Texas Soccer Mom says she'd rather buy snakes.
Yeah,
she has a lot of snakes.
I'm good on that.
One of them is venomous.
But I'd rather keep the 11 pairs of shoes that I have. Like, hey, these are the ones that are hard to find. I've wanted. This, that, the other thing. So I have the best of both worlds. I've got 11 pairs of shoes, and I have a car outside that now the money is not sitting on the shelf. It's being driven.
It's being driven around
60 mile an hour on the highway. Exactly.
Listen, you can't drive the shoes to the club.
You cannot drive the shoes to the club. You can't take my daughter on a ride in the park in the club.
No.
I can't race people on the highway in the shoes. In the shoes.
That's true.
And it's fun.
I mean, you can race people on the highway in the shoes, but it ain't gonna go good.
They're not gonna see the shoes.
It's not gonna go as good as it would in that fucking Hellcat.
We have this thing where Cam's driving and obviously Cam's driving, it's his car, and some hot shot pulls up and like tries to like think he's cool. I'll just like kind of like what I did with JP when I was rolling around with JP.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I just give these dudes a peace sign. That's all I do.
Lucky 15, what up?
Where were we going?
Feldman said he picked up 2 pair of Vans for $60.
See?
Nice and grippy. Yeah, that's the way to do it. How long before, I know this isn't sports related, but it kind of is. How long before the resellers realize that people are like switching over to other things and then start trying to resell those things? Like, how long before Vans gets put on fucking StockX?
I'll wait until until the first hip hop artist wears a pair of Vans.
I mean, they've already been kind of doing
it, but actually does a collab.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So once somebody does a collab,
because that's what did it with SBs. Once Travis Scott did the collab, that was a wrap.
It's done.
That was a wrap.
And
I love Travis Scott, but fuck him.
Yeah, that's it. I think it'll be somebody in, like you said, a skateboarder or, somebody, a drummer in a band, that does something, and then it's gonna be a done deal.
Good old Crocs.
Oh my God, yeah, you are.
I wear flip flops fucking during the winter.
You are a crocodile soldier right now.
I am a crocodile soldier. Yep.
Texas, is your husband sitting there like communicating with us through you? SBs they're Nikes, Nike SBs, and the SB stands for skateboarding.
Yeah.
So they're Nike's skate shoes. Oh, he is. Okay. Well, then he gets the.
Yeah. Hello, sir.
Hello, Texas Soccer Dad.
Yes. Yes.
Sometimes Texas Soccer Kid is in the chat
oh, really?
too. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Texas?
It's her kid. Feldman said, "Tell him to make his own account." He probably does have an account. Oh, he won't get his own damn. He won't get his own damn Twitch. Tell him do it just to follow me so I can get my numbers up, dog.
Yeah.
Hey-o. Feldman beat me too. He said I got to pump them views up. Yeah. Texas said the whole Texas soccer family.
Good. Hell yeah.
Texas, is he ever watching when I'm streaming? When I'm streaming games, is he ever there watching with you? Because here's the thing. Sometimes I feel bad. Because Texas Soccer Mom is a soccer mom.
Yeah.
She's got a husband. She's got
kids.
She's got children.
Yeah.
And Texas will be in the chat with me till like 4 a.m.
Oh, she said yes.
Fuck that.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool then. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's blow it up for both of them. Cool. Because I'm like, I ain't trying to take her away from, you know what I mean, from spending time with her husband and all that.
Yeah,
okay, all right. As long as, like, if he's there with you sometimes watching, all right, I'm good then.
That's cool.
Yeah, because I was feeling bad. Because there's times that, honestly, dude, there's times that I'm streaming and I got one person in Twitch, and it's Texas Soccer Mom. And you wouldn't know it's one person because she's active. Like, she chats, she talks, and then I'll have, like, one person on YouTube or one person on Facebook, and then maybe one person in Instagram. She said they've been married 20 years. Hell yeah.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
He's in bed by then. He's in bed by then.
Man, listen, you get as much sleep as you can when you have children. Because 7 a.m., dude, let me tell you.
But please elucidate.
Texas Soccer Mom obviously has kids, but
yeah.
7 a.m. rolls around, you get a little hand in your face or up your nose or a foot lodged in your fucking shoulder, you know, whatever.
Oh,
it
man.
blows. Like,
I
went to bed last night a little after 1, and at 7:25 this morning, I heard, Daddy? I said, no. Daddy, wake up. It's a wrap, dude. I mean, it's a done deal.
Oh, Texas said, I have 5 kids, Cam.
Yeah, so she knows what I'm talking about.
She has a
You
couple
get your
of
sleep while you can.
couple of them are adults now, right?
The youngest 2 are 13.
Oh,
okay.
Is she in the clear, though?
Yeah, she's good. Yeah, she's
They're
good.
Oh, yeah.
Self-sufficient.
She's
They're self-sufficient.
self-sufficient.
Mine are not. Mine are fucking 5 and 2.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, man. Oh, the twins. The twins,
Twins
are,
are, yeah,
savages.
5-year-old twins.
Savages.
twins are 5?
Straight savage. Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
savages.
Yeah, he made it sound like there was only 2 kids. There's twins, so there's 3 total.
3 total, yes. And
Two-
I wipe all 3
crazy,
asses.
2 crazy fucking twins that are, listen, them twins are insane, bro.
Great
Them
kids,
twins are insane. Amazing kids.
Fun.
Insane. Like, I have a video that I posted. It was a long time ago. And it's just me sitting in there. What was that? Was it a minivan or SUV? And the twins were just climbing out the back of it. They had opened the back to put the stuff in. Twins started climbing out. And like they were just climbing in and out. As one was going out, another one that came in to climb out again. So as they would get this one and bring it around to put him in the seat, the other one was climbing out the back.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, man. And I'm sure that rubbed off on the diva, diva of the house.
Dude, she is, she's on a different level.
Texas said twins equal more than 2 kids. I'm telling you.
Yeah, 100%.
Texas, do you have any twins? Do you have any twinnage over there?
Twinage.
Hey, Sam. Pun would like to know if he could have some more brisket.
I just want one more piece.
And Cam would like to know if he could have another
She's got
piece.
twins?
Please and thank you. Oh, she does have. Oh, the
youngest 2
kids.
kids are 13. So
Those are the
those
twins.
are the twins. Wow.
Are those the soccer players? One of them, one of her daughters hurt her knee.
Oh.
Hurt her knee recently. So let's send out some thoughts to Texas soccer kid.
Bless your heart.
Zed, Texas soccer kid 15, has a boy twin. Okay, that's what's up.
Okay.
Look, y'all got the brisket over there all happy.
Oh, so twin boys.
I'm
So
telling
she-
you, Sam, you made their evening.
She knows my world then. She got twin boys.
Yeah. The only reason that Cam wanted to do the podcast was
That
to
is
get some
not
brisket.
true. I didn't even know this was coming until like 6 o'clock. He texted me. He's like, I got brisket coming. I said, that's great, because I was going to stop on the way and grab us something to eat.
Oh, man. I should have had you grab some beverages. I got beverages in the fridge, though. Could you grab me a beverage, please? Just anything that's
This is so
whatever.
good. It's ridiculous.
I have to remember this.
beverage? Would you like a
All
beverage?
right, I'm taking this little piece, and then I'm done. Tiger, the rest is you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
It's fabulous.
I'll take one more.
Oh, my God.
And then we each get 4.
Oh.
Would you like a beverage?
Unless you want some. You sure?
She works with it all day.
You want some more? Because I'll put the piece back.
No.
I mean, can I?
It's all you.
Can a brother get? Sam, could you grab that for me, please? And thank you.
Boy and a girl.
Thank you very much.
Boy and girl twins.
Here we go.
That's great.
Got some brisket.
One of each.
Pun, would you like a beverage, Pun?
No, thank you.
Okay. So, let me ask you this real quick. What are we thinking about those Buckeyes? How are they looking so far?
Well,
Oh,
tell you like this.
You had to exhale for this one.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, because I'm a realist. Okay. They're young, and it's showing.
Okay.
I mean, they're young, and it's showing. You can't lose what you lost last year and expect to come back. Yes, Ohio State has been known to reload. Okay, but at a certain point, you can reload. But when your reload is young,
Right.
things happen. And that's what it is. Our quarterback's young.
All of them.
All of them.
How much of the team did they lose last year?
They lost a good chunk. But they lost
important
veterans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't lose, juniors. They lost numerous seniors, guys who were juniors who
The whole linebacking room.
Their whole linebacking room.
Mm-hmm.
DBs. I mean, there's just they lost enough on both sides of the ball where it shows. But they, for as young as they are, once they get it together, they'll be fine. Now, that might take this season to get it together. But, people are just going to have to realize that. And everybody's like, oh, well, they're not like, Alabama who reloads and Georgia. And it's like, listen, anybody who watched an Alabama game last week,
They're
I'll tell you
beatable.
something.
Mm-hmm.
They are very fucking beatable.
Mm-hmm.
They're not the Alabama of the normal Alabama where they, by week 6, you're like, okay, they're winning the national championship. There ain't nobody can fucking beat them. They're just steamrolling teams.
Mm-hmm.
They're beatable. Georgia's beatable. Oregon is beatable.
Mm-hmm.
We should have beat Oregon, and we didn't. We didn't.
Yeah, for
we
as
didn't
young, as bad as we played,
we should have beat Oregon.
we should have won
didn't
that game.
Capitalize when we need to capitalize.
Okay.
Every team in the top 10 is beatable
Yep.
by any other team in the top 10 and possibly outside the top 10. So
Yeah,
it's
been a fun year.
It's a very strange college football
Yes.
year. But
Well, yeah, fun was a
I think
long
by
word.
year's end, there are no undefeated teams. I think everybody's going to lose.
Oh, Zed is a girl. My bad. My bad, Texas. My bad. And Corey Feldman said they're looking like poop.
Yeah,
They
I
have.
mean, it's not so much. See, the offense looked okay and good in week 1. Week 2 against Oregon, they did not look great. But the defensive side of the ball is atrocious,
Mm-hmm.
and it has to get fixed.
I mean,
That's just the bottom line. It's got to get fixed. This will be a rough year for Ohio State fans because, A, they're not going to make the playoff. They're not going to make a run at the national championship. They're just not. They're too young. They're just too young. Next year,
are they mostly like freshmen and juniors?
I mean,
Or-
there are a lot of freshmen and sophomores who are starting.
Sophomores.
Not on the bench, learning from juniors and seniors. Starting. Like true freshmen. Like, hey, I got out of high school 8 months ago or 6 months ago, whatever the fucking case is, and now I'm starting at an elite level D1 school. There are levels of school and football teams. Like, they classify Clemson, Alabama, Ohio State as Tier 1.
Okay.
Now, there are other teams you can throw in there. Me, personally, I think you could throw Georgia in there. You could throw LSU. Depending on how Florida's playing, you could throw Florida in there.
Oklahoma,
You could throw Oklahoma in there. You could throw
Notre Dame.
You could throw Penn State. As much as I don't want to say it, at certain points,
You could throw the team up north.
you could throw the team up north in there based on the caliber of players they have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are numerous teams that you could throw up there.
You could throw Kent State in there. No.
No, not even with Kareem Hunt.
Did he go to Kent?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's from Ohio.
Yeah.
He's from
Went to-
I knew he was from Ohio. I didn't know.
No, he went to Kansas.
I didn't know people were getting to the NFL from Kent.
Yeah.
He must be damn good.
He's very good.
Like for them to even think,
He's good.
let's go to Kent State and look for somebody. Like, he must have been the shit.
Well, the Kent State's had Josh Cribbs,
Josh Cribbs.
Julian Edelman,
Yeah.
Kareem Hunt, James Harrison. No, he's from here. I don't know what school he went
I
to.
don't know
though.
what school he went to either.
What's his face? Used to play for the Rams. Went to John Carroll,
Yeah.
and that's Division III.
That's deep.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Ohio State, they'll get
So-
it figured out.
I agree with Cam, but I'm going to take it a step further. This is for the Buckeye season. For me, I would not be surprised if we didn't make the playoff or if we did.
Yeah, I mean,
Also, it
it's-
could go either way.
Like it's
go
one of
either
those
way.
years because like we've honestly, minus the loss, we've seen a Buckeyes team play like this. Play crappy. What the hell? You're playing Tulsa. You won't. What do you look like? And then by like the 5th game, they're just clicking on all cylinders. The only thing with that is like usually that's a veteran team,
right, and this is a team
and this
of
is a
all
very young team.
team who hasn't been through,
Yeah.
some adversity. Yeah, they went through a little with Oregon, but I mean that's it's week 2. I'm talking like real adversity. Like you have a team in your house who's up fucking 28 points and you got to try and come back and win. Mm-hmm. Or you go to, a team that you should handily beat by 40 fucking points, and now you're in a close game. You have the ball last drive. Hey, you need a field goal to win this game. But once they get it figured out, I think they'll be okay. Buckeye fans just have to realize it might just be one of those years where it might take the whole year to get it figured out, and going into next year, you might have that steamroll effect.
Yeah. Really quick, Feldman asks, who's your breakout player on the Cavs?
Darius Garland.
Is there a reason? Or just
Fucking an animal. He's beast.
Yeah. I would say Garland.
I mean,
Okoro.
I think Mobley might have
Jared Allen.
good year.
I think it's another thing with the Cavs. A young-ass team, so
They're very
anybody
young.
could be a breakout player.
They're so young. It's ridiculous.
okay.
Yeah. I mean, we damn sure have the tallest team in the NBA.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Jesus Christ, dude.
What's the average height on the Cavs
We
right
got
now?
some-
Oh, well,
7-footers
let's see.
everywhere.
Markkanen is, say, 7 foot.
Yeah. He's 6'11".
Okoro is 6'11".
Right.
Jared Allen is 7 foot.
Yep.
Mobley's 7 foot.
Yep.
You still have Love's
You have Kevin Love, who's 6'10".
trash, but he's still on the team.
No, I think he's going to play his contract out here, and then he's going to retire.
Feldman said 4 players over 7 foot.
Yeah, we got a tall team. I mean, we shouldn't be getting out rebounded
No.
ever, any game, all year, period. I don't care who we play.
Yeah, technically speaking, that probably shouldn't happen.
No. So, I mean, the Cavs will be, all right, they'll be a fun team to watch. They'll be a fun team to watch. I don't know if they're going to go anywhere, but they'll be fun to watch.
I mean, the pressure's kind of off for the next 50 years, right? Since they already got it.
Listen,
they already got
we had our once-in-a-generational player for 10 years.
Right.
You won one championship. It is what it is. It's over and done with. But, I mean, until you get that next generational player, and who knows where that is going to be or when that will be.
Yeah.
I mean, LeBron was, and still is, just something different. Yeah, his son's good. His son's very good. But I just don't know if he's going to be as good as LeBron. LeBron was just, I mean, it was just something different.
And he might not even ever play in
He'll play in
Cleveland.
the NBA.
No,
And
I'm
he
saying
might not
Cleveland.
play, exactly, and he might not play in Cleveland.
I mean, he'll definitely play in the NBA.
He'll play in the NBA. But there's just, you know what I'm saying? There's just once in a generation and a lifetime athletes that come along. Michael Jordan.
Feldman said Cavs aren't a playoff team, but it will be interesting it would be an interesting year to see who we build around.
Right.
For sure.
100%.
Also, I'm loving the fact that I put this monitor on the left side. Like, that's so much better because I don't have to turn this way. So much better to. Oh, it's so great. Wrapping up.
Yeah.
Predictions for the Browns season.
Want to go first?
Like record predictions, obviously.
11-5.
11-5. Okay.
Yeah.
There's an extra game this year.
Oh, well, 12-5 then. Thanks, Corey. I saw Corey put up 12-5. I'm like, oh, yeah, true.
12-5. Okay.
12-5, and I think they. I don't think they play the Chiefs in the AFC. I don't think the Chiefs make the AFC Championship this year.
No.
Nah, I just don't. I don't think it happens. There's too many good teams in the AFC that can beat the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
There just is.
The Ravens did it.
And the Ravens did it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we go back to it, and we're a botched punt away from beating them. I mean, not
Yeah.
that you have figured them out, because there's always teams are always going to adjust, and you play any person on next to. We could play Kansas City later in the year. Say we play teams twice a year, they could beat us by 50.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also a blueprint there that hey, this is what you have to do to beat them.
Yeah.
If you follow that blueprint, chances are good you're going to beat them.
Right.
That's just my opinion.
Feldman agrees with you. He
And
says,
I'm sorry, but
he says we're going to split the series
Would
with Baltimore.
Baltimore has a shot to get there. I mean, I don't know. I really don't. It's gonna be a toss up to see who goes.
Okay.
I think the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
I had a hunch that it was going to be the Browns and the Bills in the AFC Championship. I can see that happening.
This season?
Yeah, this season.
Okay.
Because the Bills didn't lose anybody.
The Browns haven't lost anybody, right?
No.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. And the Bills were good enough last year to make it, but they didn't. It is what
If
it
anything, the Browns gained Odell back.
is. And then there's that.
Mm-hmm.
What about gained a star cat? I mean, you gained one of the best receivers in the game back.
What about you, Mr. Punfu?
Say around 11-6, 12-5, that range.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Then playoffs. I would say at least get to the AFC Championship game.
I can see that. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. How much does experience play a part in football?
Massive.
That's
Massive.
why I'm not just going to say, AFC Championship.
Yeah. Because I know that
Yeah.
they made it to the playoffs last season.
Mm-hmm.
The Browns hadn't been to the playoffs.
Since
In
2004?
4.
3?
Yeah.
3 or 4.
3.
So there was no experience. In this team,
Yeah.
you have players that have been
that
there.
have been there, a few, but as a team,
as
you
a team,
haven't.
no.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's why, it was good. You got to the playoffs last year, but that was the first time these guys have been to the playoffs.
Right. There's a difference between,
Didn't they get a win in the playoffs?
Yeah, they beat Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I was about to say,
we beat Pittsburgh.
So they have they have experience winning
yeah.
in the postseason.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me talking like I know what I'm talking about again. How much will that play a part in, if everything goes as planned, them getting to the postseason again? How much does that win in the postseason last year play a part? Like as far as like the experience of being there, now you know what it's like. You know what it's like being on the big stage. Because, a sport I do know about, MMA.
Yeah.
There's a difference between fighting a local fight and then fighting on a big stage.
For sure.
100%.
There's also a difference between fighting on that big stage and then now you're fighting for a championship.
Yes, exactly.
It's a whole big different thing. You know what I mean? And they talk about it all the time. You'll have fighters that they talk about the experience of this fighter. This fighter has fought 4 or 5 championship fights before. You know what I mean? So they've been on this big stage before. So does that same thing translate over to team sports in a sense?
It does.
Yeah.
It does. Now, the experience, we signed some veterans, like Feldman said, who have been, Troy Hill, John Johnson, Anthony Walker. Those dudes have been to the playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah.
They've been, Troy Hill and Corey Furlow were in the Super Bowl. I mean,
Right.
John Johnson were in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
So you do have that experience, which that they know then, hey, guys, this is what we have to do.
Okay.
Practice games.
Yeah.
Like that. But as a team, you have no playoff experience.
You got
except
one
game.
game.
Well, 2 games.
Yeah.
And you probably got more out of the loss to Kansas City than you did out of the win against Pittsburgh. Because Pittsburgh, that game was trash.
Honestly,
so you couldn't. There's no way to judge that game.
People were more. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think there were more people who were actually expecting the Browns to win that game against Pittsburgh than they were expecting them to lose.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Going in, the Browns were the better team. Pittsburgh lost 5 games in a row. They've looked like shit. They couldn't run the ball. They couldn't pass the ball.
Yeah.
You got a Browns team who's playing good football, just literally running up and down the field on everybody they fucking played. So it was almost like the Browns should go in there and win.
Yeah.
And they did.
And they did.
But,
And because of how they
100%
won,
agree with Pun.
you just couldn't.
There's nothing to take from that game.
Yeah.
100% agree that losing to Kansas City was way more beneficial than beating Pittsburgh.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
And I think they'll take a little of that into this postseason. But that, like I said before, when Sweet Tiff asked, you can't be expecting them to win a Super Bowl this year because it's just not going to happen. This is a process that's going to take several years.
Now, could they?
Could they?
Yeah.
They have the talent to, yeah.
If that makes sense. Like
They could.
They definitely could win the Super Bowl. Like,
Yeah.
But
Well, I
I
didn't
wouldn't
necessarily
expect-
mean
wouldn't-
I didn't necessarily mean winning the Super Bowl, but what I'm asking is, you think they go further in the is it playoffs?
Playoffs.
They go further in the playoffs this season because of the experience that they had last season.
They could, or they could go the same distance.
And don't be,
which would still be
and that's
experience.
Still a positive.
Yeah, it's still positive. Yeah. What would not be positive is not making the playoffs.
Yeah. Okay.
Because now there's no excuse. If you don't make the playoffs, now it's football, anything could happen, injuries.
Right.
Okay.
But if you're healthy
on pay, like this team,
no way.
There's no excuse for you except
you don't have one.
You guys either didn't do your job right, you weren't paying attention, you didn't prepare, or you're just trash. Okay. That's the only things that could come out if you don't make the playoffs this year.
There's too much talent on this team to not make the playoffs. It's just there would be some serious questions going on as to why.
Feldman said this year's Browns team beats last year's Kansas City team. Opinions?
And
Tiff said I never expect anything from the Browns.
Dude, you better start expecting stuff.
So you have the same Kansas City team from last year and this year. You have a new Browns team. I think honestly, I think this year's Browns team probably the outcome's still the same from last year's Kansas City team.
Really?
Last year's Kansas City team. I don't know. You know what? I don't know. I don't like to play that game too much because there's no way to tell.
I said last year, and I'll stick to my gun on this, that if the Browns had Odell, they beat Kansas City.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
So then that would mean that this year's Browns team beats last year's.
Well, we have better defense
the way the way the Browns have played so far this year, yes, I think they would.
Last year's Kansas City team? No. The way they played, no.
Kansas City team. The way the Browns have played the first 3 games have not been great, but they've won because they played 2 shit teams.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, as the season goes on,
that could change.
The Browns should get better and better. So, it's just like
you
I said, I'll stick to my gun. If we had Odell last year, we beat Kansas City. Period. End of story.
Last year,
we beat Kansas City.
Okay.
This team this year, I don't know. That's just we had our chance because we virtually had the same team. Or Kansas City virtually has the same team last year.
And actually, they didn't have the same team because Tyrann Mathieu didn't play for them.
Didn't play.
Or Frank Clark. It's 2 of their best defensive players.
So I don't know.
That's a good question. This year, they didn't play.
Yeah, this year against us, they didn't play.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's an interesting question. I don't know. I don't know how that would go.
Who actually, last year, those 2 players were big reasons why we didn't win that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is an interesting question.
Mm-hmm.
That is an interesting question.
Oh.
Well, ladies and gentlemen.
who knows?
Sorry. Go ahead.
We good.
Please. I thought you were about to say something else, sir.
I don't think so. I think we're. I got no dad jokes. I had one, and I don't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But it was a doozy.
It's that brisket, man. That brisket to do it to you. That brisket just makes you forget about everything else. Adam King said this year's team by playoff time would beat last year's Kansas City easily. By playoff time.
Okay.
So that means everything's clicking. Everything is.
we might get our chance.
Yeah.
There's you know what I'm saying? Kansas City will get it figured out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're only 3 games in. So, this 4th game, you're a quarter done with the season. Though a quarter and +1.
What is Kansas City record right now?
1-2.
Oh.
But they'll get it figured out.
Mm-hmm.
They'll get it figured out, and I think you'll have you might get your shot at playing them again. So, see what happens.
Interesting. Also, shout out to Adam King. Oh. Shout out to Adam King. Mm-hmm. He says Stefanski always builds throughout the year.
I know.
Tiff said, yes, dirty dad jokes. We ain't got none for you, Tiff. We ain't got no dad jokes for you. But what we do have is this motherfucking beat right here.
Yo!
Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, it's cool to be able to say that. We got a mixed little crowd. Actually, our chat was mostly women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Feldman. And Texas Soccer Mom's husband, Texas Soccer Dad.
Adam King.
Texas Soccer Dad is in there by proxy.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh, man. She said, nice segue, Tiger. I'm the segue king out here, out in these streets. Thank y'all for joining us for this beta episode of the SpeakEAsy Sportscast. working title. We'll figure it out. We'll try the other one next time. Hopefully there'll be a next time, Cam.
Yeah, next Florida or next Thursday I will not be in town. So
Okay.
I will.
Maybe the Thursday after. Maybe
Thursday
we can get
after we can.
maybe we can get a bi-weekly thing jumping off. Possibly.
Yeah.
It depends on how Pun's schedule is too.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you good? Are you off of doubles now? Or?
Well, I mean, Thursdays, yeah.
Oh, you're not doubling Thursdays?
No,
At all?
I haven't been. I did that one week.
Yeah,
but-
I remember you telling me you might have
yeah,
to like every
might
now
have
and
to,
again.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah.
That's cool. So we'll try to Texas Soccer Mom said bloodthirsty sports. You know what? Maybe we'll try it.
We're not as aggressive though.
We aren't, but that's the beauty of it. It's like an oxymoron. It's like you come in here expecting like rough talk and you get us just eating brisket and
Talking about
chilling.
sports.
Yeah, smiling.
Yeah. Like,
It's a good
yeah.
time. I think we definitely need to make food a big part of the show.
Makes us happier.
Having food and drinks with your friends while talking about things that you like,
It's a great combination.
it's a great thing.
Makes it all come
It's
together.
a great thing.
Yeah.
And everybody in the chat, whenever y'all watch us, have a snack handy.
Yeah, for sure.
For the sports show, not for the two endangered mammals, but for the sports show, have some snacks handy. Get yourself a Sam. Get yourself a Sam that can bring you brisket. Feldman said, one bite pizza meets first take. Oh, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for the SpeakEAsy Sportscast, the best damn sports show in my duplex.
Sure is.
Boom.
Your hosts for the evening, the one and only Kameron DiPrinzio. Cam, tell the people how they can get in touch with you.
On Instagram, Cam61916. It's been a while. I'm reading the fucking TV. And BuckSky14 on Twitter.
And Mr. Pun Fu Panda, the greatest of all time. Why don't you tell the people how they can get in touch with you?
Instagram, Snapchat, Discord at Punch from Panda.
Oh, his is so quick, he gets it done before it's even up on the screen.
It's been a while, and I'm like, fuck, I forgot it. Let me read the fucking TV.
Oh, man. I have been your curator for the evening, Mr. Tiger Adinaldo. You can catch me at Tiger39, THAIGER39 on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Discord, Twitch, YouTube, Grubhub, Uber Eats, Tinder, Bumble, OnlyFans, Pornhub. Anywhere the media is of a social variety,
And where there's a handle.
you can catch me at Tiger39. If you want to watch the show after the fact, you can't. Actually, it'll be on youtube.com/Tiger39. It's in the playlist. Just look up TEM Sports. It'll be right there. If you want to listen to it after the fact, you can't. You just have to go to YouTube and just put it on the audio version.
Yeah, right? You can't.
Oh, man. Tiff said, the only sports show I'll ever listen to. That's what's up, Tiff. We
Better
appreciate
be.
that.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate that. Once again, I've been Tiger Adinaldo, your curator for the evening. This has been Kameron DiPrinzio. That is Pun Fu Panda.
Yo.
This has been SpeakEAsy Sportscast, and we are now signing out.
Peace.
Texas, there's a chance that I might stream some games later, everybody, so I will let y'all know. I know. I can't say it and not mean it. Maybe I'll put a couple hours in. We'll see.